Last time we found some weird things, like a sheep in Consular Jake's sarcophagus. We found two new team members, and while searching Esmeralda's house, she remained adamant of her innocence but pointed us toward Master Teleron's apprentice Evelyn as the culprit of Jake's murder, saying she was very strange about how she handled Jake's wounds, going as far that she might be member of the cult. So yeah, going to see about that. One thing we didn't do, we didn't visit the mayor.
Oh, golly gosh, one who flaunts the highways, but where are my manners?
Yeah, later.
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer. My ears are... Oh, yes, the Fabulous Five. Hunt that machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. You'll see for yourselves in time. My elf? What? Oh, myself. I am... Oh, what? Oh, you mean Sice, the undead of over... That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboose... And, while we're on the subject of troubles, Jake, murder! Most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's, as you can imagine. I've an all-right bloke.
Yeah.
Apart from all this... What? What of what now? Ah, Cecil proved an old fool, though. His name is Conrad. The staff itself... Well, Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the... No, all my clothes are in fine condition. That depends... Ah, marvelous.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source.
Woolgroff throws Medora a stone.
What? Oh, yes. This my Victoria has Yes. What? Oh, yeah.
The encyclopedia Demonium.
Your daughter is an orc.
A source delirium, if ever I saw one.
In the name of Amun-Hor, indeed you may. I am Victoria. When I was very young, the fisherman who found me would have... He raised me like I would...
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum.
That other guy was Jahan, another potential party member, but since we already have a wizard on board, we don't really need him.
Never saw you in the king crab before. You're welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back. I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank when I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since. A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right near. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, so I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind. And in that regard, there is no one like Maxine. Maxine. The mayor's darling pet. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she... By all means.
That purring sound. Mind control vibrations, I'm sure. Don't be seduced, comrades.
Woolgroff pets the cat, then dramatically acts as if he's been put in trance. Medora is horrified until he gives her a wink and a smile.
Tell me
Thunderclouds gather about her face.
There's the elf dude.
Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most satisfactory. Begone, brittle mask of age. Hear me now repeat the words of Brittletooth, the child snatcher of Carador. Come, play with me, for I'm hungry. Come, play, play, play.
What?
My name is Eglandir Twilsalanar, elf of the House of Gandavum, the slaughtered House of Gandavum. But by the twin blades of the Shadow Vixen, I shall have my revenge. The walls of memory are stained with blood, and I would see them bloodier still. The game, yes! A game of blood and brutality, of death and dexterity. Fun as herring the horror harlequin. But, like the serpentine stalker hisses before the stab, hush now. Darkness, darling. Hush. Hush. The elves of Gandavum, they lived in peace. Oh, yes. But one night, when the moon had hid her, all undone. Every last one of us. Except for me, the midnight ramp. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red, O sword of youth. Bloody the day with... Yes, Victoria. She is the orcs of Gazultica. They knew my name. Oh, yes. By the bite of the roving rattler. Her name is that of a woman. Her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara Man-Eater, she is nothing but an orc. Victoria.
That was quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven aficionado of assassins.
He is as much a savage as those orcs. And how is Victoria guilty of her tribe's crime if she was but a babe at the time?
Indeed. Victoria probably doesn't even know about her past. And yet, she's on a, let's call him eccentrics, hit list.
Indeed, that dude is whack.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Turjageta, friend. Kira Lizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving? So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask us my amulet. But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
I know it by heart. Demonology for
When you put it like that, I guess I cannot say that it is.
new book to be
Alright.
discovered in this library.
So So we're going to fool the elf into thinking that Victoria is dead.
You've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while lighting my pipe.
Careful now.
Soon the last will be beaten. Beaten like the anvil of Grog, the torture. Here I wait for the... Yes. Yes.
Yes. So it is. So it is. By Angus the Impaler's.
Yes, leave me alone now. We have a bit of stuff to identify now. I don't have any magnifying glass. To use the crafting skill, you need to have the associated tools for that. For example, identifying, you need magnifying glass. I should probably start selling some stuff.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours from the sea.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Ah, there you are. I'll take one of each. And a big hammer could be useful.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Well, hello there.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. These batches only hours from the sea.
Quiet day on the market. it
Okay.
seems.
Join the stud club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your book with a wheel of the good stuff.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just the potion for that. Or would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapours?
Red and
There you go.
orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Ah, gracious patron, I see your tired eyes looking a bit teary. I've just...
What about my skills? Okay, so I have 2 hydrosophist.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
That means I have 5 novice and 2 adept spells.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Well, hello there.
I'll wait for the adept spells.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
She was just expert marksman and witchcraft one. The marksman is here.
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
First aid could be useful. Treat poisoning too.
Aim straight. Aim true. Arrows by the cuttings.
And she can still learn one more spell of witchcraft, I think.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's End?
Greetings, greetings. Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber. Customers rarely find me up here, but I do so abhor the hustle and bustle of the marketplace.
That could be fun.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once.
Okay, so we have to go tell the sailors that they are part of the Fabulous Five. Check out with Conrad for the staff of Pergamon.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for a joyride?
Have you found us a job yet? The Fabulous Five, eh?
Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that...
Ahoy, sailor! Aye, that's Cecil, worse than old. For my part, I wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailor's name's Conrad. Those orcs, I'll tell you.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love
Heard
note...
anything about the whereabouts? Don't know the details of it myself. I'm more in the business of making deliveries than of asking questions. In this particular case, though, those orcs must be... I'll tell you.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my lovely sauce. Now that you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying us... Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where he could possibly...
Ever hear about the time
Sailor, what
the
news from the
captain took
mainland?
Duchess of Feddle's
Heard anything about the whereabouts of the mag? What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach.
So, a guy named Dietmar has the staff.
That loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc win 500 yards of my
Okay,
own
back to the North Gate. I think we missed a couple of quests.
It's heating up.
Source Hunter. I know you're probably need. We've been conducting a series of Lieutenant Selenia at your service. Now, I said, and that is exactly the undead. The bravest among my men. I shall be very glad if ever we 3 landmark. There's a light. The locals. There are local archaeologists. There's a church. All superstitious mumble. So the chances of.
Alright.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of us. The beast looks proud. That's it, troops. Train up while you can. Next orcish strike could land at any moment.
The woman in the cage is another potential party member. Bear daughter with an archer.
Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire! The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
He sounds thrilled. Who had identify again? Ah, okay. And that's going to go to Madora. I guess he can keep it. I don't know, Madora, I guess. Perception, I guess that's going to go to Scarlet. And Charm, that's going to go to Scarlet. Then again, maybe Wolgraf could keep it. I think she was specializing in bow, right? Yep. Not gonna keep the crossbow, if that's the case. His daggers are already much more powerful.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour.
Oh yeah. Nothing interesting. Okay. And we had one last thing to go. That is check with the arrow.
How can I help you, my friend? What? I'd never. What a delight she is. The temperament of a tiger. By all means. Of course. I hope you're his body is gone. Seems too improbable to be true, but I can't say. Of course. I can. They say. I say. It took a while. How and why? Now it may well. His body seems too improbable, but certainly. What would you like? Oh, my tongue. You see, to my great. Oh, but such to be out. But of. Oh, that I'm my own. And what might those be? One of them? Faith. You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I used to control it. There's a manual for that somewhere around here, too.
Okay.
Yours, if you can find it. I really should invite Victoria one of these days, so she can help me organize my mess of a library.
Flare. Wildfire. Burning touch. There we go. So I must only pick up the book for... There we go.
What's that gleam?
Now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? No joking. I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
So we can do a quick search north for one of the missing legionnaires.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Legionnaire, at your service. You don't look like you're quite ready. I sincerely...
Yeah, don't worry about that. And there we go. And with that, we got a level up. I'm going to save that point for later. Where was it? I think it was a little bit down. Was it there? Wasn't that far, I think. There it is.
William, stay back. This haunted yard is terrifying enough without you scaring the marrow out of me. To answer your question, my partner and I were part of an ill-fated cohort of legionnaires sent by Lieutenant Selenia to inspect this church. I suspect the eerie goings-on at that very church for why Livia and I are trapped in our bones instead of prancing about the Hall of Echoes right now. And I do mean trapped. Oh, what I'd give to see my... Oh! What is that? Phew. I thought I had a zombie. As I was saying, oh, what I'd give to see my darling wife, Marissa, once more. My cuddly wuddly doodle pop. If I tried to go back, say, you're alive. You'll run into the end. Lava, hellfire.
Alright. So we have inherited a Legionnaire's will. We have to give it back to his wife, Marissa. Here's a thing that we can do with the Legionnaire's will. We can alter it. If we have an ink and quill. But I'm not gonna do that. What happens is that once you deliver it to his wife in Silverglen, is that you get the rewards. But I'm just not gonna do that.
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Salutations, Source Hunter. I shall be very glad, by all means. Burial mounds and necromance for 2 years, all news still. I thank you for telling me, Source Hunter. Should you travel there, please do. The chances of survival during...
Okay, next up. Need to go west.
On the move for cheese. No excuses for home to the slice of this fine golden bear.
But first of all, there's something that we need to do. Forgot about something that we didn't do in town.
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Thanks to Seven, we've secured the perimeter. My word!
Come on! Come on! My word!
You there! That's right. I obtained this. You see, I was diving in search of a rare medicinal sea herb. I volunteered with the local children's apothecary. Though the chest was stuck fast, I had the treasure of a life in the hubbub. I lost before my mind's eye swam the faces of the many war with, grabbing fast to the hilt of freeing myself from my would-be tomb. It was there, along the rock.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for... I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing... You're a sort... pleasure to meet. It won't be the worst.
Hey, you there!
Okay.
My word!
Ha! Ha! What are you looking at me? Oh, I'm nothing, but... Well, I've stumbled into...
So that guy stole a head that's not his. So you have to find a way to pick him up.
You there! Don't pity me. No, when Reginald came, it seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little... And even when there's no crowd to speak, I don't know how he inspired... A person whose sole job is to praise the performer. Please, you must...
So original use a crowd warmer. Think we can... I suppose a little bribe is in order.
What are you looking at me for? Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andoril!
Today, I think...
Well, I guess it's been long and...
Rainbow of war machines.
Fantastic!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew...
My word! Oh, that gal... Sherman! Show all
Hey, it's you again! I don't have to tell you that Cedric... I'm happy to laugh my head... Oh, I'm...
So, it's already happening.
Best inside seal! The best!
Doesn't anyone care about the oldest Dragon Knight of Rivellon and his machines of...
You appear to be my only client.
Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to hear how the story ends?
Come on!
Doesn't anyone care about...
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Right.
Have some pity. You there?
Well?
You look like an actor just waiting for his
all
big
right.
debut.
Well?
Performers, showmen, show all of you. Sightseer, what you're made of.
What? Where is everyone trotting off to?
Strange! You appear to be my... Aye, these Sicilian cows wouldn't... I knew that fool could never have got...
There we go.
To Mount Rakator. What? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, it won't be the worst.
And there we go. This is going to be useful for a quest later on. Oh, right, we still haven't unlocked that thing. And who are you supposed to be?
Ah, nothing like the smell of the sea, is there? I thought the old gal's fate was sealed when the arch shaman set his fire.
Alright, let's go back.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
Hmm? Oh. Wait, wrong way. Although, I haven't continued this way, right?
Careful now, that's a trap.
Okay. Yeah, that ring spell now.
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Just don't walk in the poison cloud. And what do we have here? A ring kit. That will be useful to craft rings. And now do one craft rings, you might ask. Well, for that you need a couple of things. First of all, you need an enchanted item and you need a ring kit. Of course. Alright, here's the difficult part. Rodwick, you will give your pyramid to Wolgraf. Damn it. Damn it.
I'm dying.
Well, that happened. Well, that happened. Let's hope it won't happen again.
Wolgraf spotted a trap.
Of course you did. Don't you have any luck picks? The fuck? Of course.
Wolgraf suddenly motions a sign of warning. There's a dangerous spot somewhere around here.
Noticed it. What's this? Just about trap to keep the skeletons out. We have a hammer and an anvil. Okay, it's just good. Okay. Boy, that didn't go well.
Walgrath spotted something.
What did you spot? Wow. Divine Light skill book. That's a man-at-arms skill book that will be for Madora. Alright, let's recuperate a little.
Things got pretty hairy there for a bit.
I am restored!
And I, in turn, am sorry you feel...
Healing right when you need it!
Feeling hot under the collar?
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter.
Yeah,
Be
we know.
vigilant.
Oh, it never rains, but it pours, eh?
Why did I get poisoned?
Vile poison, be gone!
Oh my god. I have no time for this.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends? Back on my feet again.
That creature there looks like it'd like to play fetch with our femurs.
Is that a zombie dog? Man's best friend, my hiney.
A zombie dog. Let's heal up before tackling that. Almost
I
done.
needed that.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
So what's up, guys? I see that there's people watching. Let's do this. Okay. No, not just yet. There's a slight bug, I don't see my action points. What? Oh, he just summoned the creature. Well, I'll do this.
Face the unending darkness.
Then, if I do this... Okay. Alright. With Wolgraf, I'm just going to do this. Oh, and I have enough to attack. Alright.
An invigorating fight that was. And what a killing blow you delivered.
Cheers. Yes, I handled myself like the best of the best, even if I do say so myself.
No need for false modesty where none is needed. You're a born source hunter, and that's a fact.
What do we have here? Oh, that's the burial mounds. Oh, I see where this is going. Right, those are the twin dungeons. I remember what those are. I remember what those are. There's the second dungeon north of here. Yeah. It's around here somewhere. There's a bunch of fire elemental around here.
Nowhere is safe from my arrows! I need to dry off.
Ow. Why do you walk on fire, dude?
Eternal silence awaits you.
What the fuck is that?
Time of your death is at hand!
Does anybody else smell smoke?
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
Alright. What do we have here? And there's the other. Okay. I'm going to have to separate my characters. Right. Those two will go down here. Right, hold on. I'm just going to... Olgra still has the pyramid.
I need to dry off. Back on your feet, soldier!
That's okay for them. What does that say?
Back on my feet again.
Earth, water, air, fire.
Did that cause a reaction? Did that cause a reaction? Did that cause a reaction? I wonder what that did.
That did nothing. You should probably stay clear from here. Earth, water, air, fire.
Does anything seem different now? I wonder what that did. Did that cause a reaction? Now to find out what effect that had.
Oh!
to drown my sorrows with ale.
I'm dying!
My kingdom for a dry shirt!
I'm dying!
Your courage burns to ash beneath this pure blaze.
On the mend!
So what the fuck was that about? However, there's a hatch that showed up. I suppose I have to repeat the same thing again. But from the other side, right?
I'd prefer to drown my sorrows.
Water, earth, air, fire.
I wonder what that did. Does anything seem different now? Does anything seem different now? Does anything seem different now?
It never rains but it pours, eh?
Alright, I see what you're playing.
Back on my feet again.
Feel her legs.
Gee, that dude is... Ah, God. Sure takes a lot of hit. Do you have something like a knockdown arrow? Yeah. He's immune to knockdown? However, I tricked him down. That's odd.
A deluge.
Oh, come on. Finally. So, I have the square pendant here. Okay. So with this, guys, I go back to the other part. I said I go back to the other part. Down.
Interesting markings. It looks like a circular object might fit here.
Alright, so I put the pendant there. Now for the square pendant.
singular object seems to be missing here.
With that, we are reunited. Lots of treasure. This was worth it. Venomous strike. Well, obviously that's for Wolgraf. Who are you and what are you doing here?
They must know I'm missing. Where is the Legion? The name's Wolfram, and it's a not that I reckon my chance is any higher than... I'm an archaeologist, and Connor's quite so. Zombies are the results of... Should you encounter these men... These ones in particular... Be that as it may. Oh, and don't be surprised, I'll never make it back...
Yeah.
We certainly can. Let's be off.
Indeed.
Marvelous.
Wolgraf is all resolved now that a rescue mission is underway. Like a knight protector, he stands by the stranded archaeologist's side.
Let's get this man back to Sassil, comrades. Not even a flea will harm him while he's under our care.
How could that happen?
Don't go too far.
You did it! We made...
Alright.
Good to have you back, Sauce Hunter. A sight for sore eyes
Warm as
indeed.
fresh apple pie.
Alright, we'll stop right here. Thanks for watching. We'll be back soon for more Divinity original scene.